Something big is happening on YouTube, and it's not just a feature update or a UI tweak. It's something deeper. It touches on identity, privacy, responsibility, and the growing role of artificial intelligence in our everyday digital lives. YouTube, the platform that shaped an entire generation's way of consuming content, is now using AI to decide something incredibly personal: your age. That's right. Whether you're watching cat videos, deep dive essays, or gaming live streams, YouTube is about to start using artificial intelligence to determine whether or not you're under 18. Not based on what date you typed in during sign-up, but based on how you use the platform. What you search for. What you watch. How long your account has existed. The invisible fingerprints of your digital behavior. For some, this sounds like a leap forward. Finally, a tool to help protect minors from content and advertising they shouldn't be exposed to. For others, it sounds unsettling, even invasive. What does it mean when a platform starts guessing who you are using AI? What if it gets it wrong? What happens to your privacy, your freedom, or even your monetization as a creator? This isn't just about YouTube. This is about the future of age verification across the internet. Governments are pushing for stricter child safety rules. Platforms are scrambling to comply. And AI. It's becoming the silent moderator behind the scenes. In today's video, we're diving deep into this new system. How it works, why it's being introduced, what it means for users, creators, parents, and regulators, and what the implications might be for the internet as a whole. Because the real question isn't just how old YouTube thinks you are. It's what it plans to do with that knowledge. Let's unpack this. YouTube's rollout of AI-driven age verification represents more than a compliance measure. It signals a turning point in how platforms interpret identity and autonomy in the digital space. Rather than simply asking for a date of birth, YouTube's system now observes users, silently and persistently, building a probabilistic profile based on their behavior. By analyzing viewing habits, search patterns, content engagement, device signals, and even the rhythm of interaction, the AI attempts to reverse engineer a user's age. This shift reflects a growing trend across tech, the move from declarative identity, what users say about themselves, to inferred identity, what algorithms believe about them. On the surface, this is framed as a child safety measure, designed to shield minors from intrusive advertising, exploitative content loops, and emotionally sensitive material. But beneath that protective layer lies a deeper, more uncomfortable reality. A system that reduces human complexity to behavioral data points and applies binary classifications to deeply nuanced lives. This AI is not sentient. It doesn't understand context, intent, or culture. It operates on probabilities, and when it's wrong, it can mislabel people, limit access, or subject users to restrictions they don't need. For young users, especially those on the edge of adolescence, this creates a gray zone where AI may misinterpret their interests as too mature, or, conversely, treat them like children well into young adulthood. The system may also have different levels of accuracy across cultures and languages, further complicating fairness. For adult users, there's the concern of overreach, being surveilled and classified by a system that isn't transparent or accountable, all in the name of protecting someone else. And for creators, there's a new layer of instability in their audience metrics and monetization models, as AI-driven age flags may quietly alter how videos are promoted or monetized without any clear notice. Philosophically, YouTube's move forces us to confront a challenging question. In an AI-mediated world, who decides who we are, and what consequences come when a machine gets it wrong? As more platforms follow this path, it won't just be our age being inferred. It could be our intentions, beliefs, or emotional states, each one analyzed, categorized, and acted upon without ever being explicitly asked. In trying to build a safer internet, we must be careful not to create one where users are no longer trusted to define themselves. By testing the new AI tool in the US, the platform's second largest market after India, YouTube is following the example of other tech companies, which have in some cases followed tightened privacy regulations in the past by implementing stricter mandates for all their users. In the US, California often functions as a de facto tech regulator, both by virtue of playing host to many of Silicon Valley's biggest players and by passing stricter regulations than other states. Like Australia and the UK, some states in the US have passed age verification laws targeting social media sites, though these have not been interpreted as applying to YouTube. When YouTube determines a user is teen or pre-teen, the site will disable personalized advertising, activate digital well-being features, and put stricter content filters as well as behavioral restrictions into place. YouTube's AI will assess a user's age via multiple behavioral factors, including what kind of videos the user searches for, the categories of videos they watch, and how long the account has been active, per its blog post. This technology will allow us to infer a user's age and then use that signal, regardless of the birthday in the account, to deliver our age-appropriate product experiences and protections, Bazer wrote, adding that the company had used the technology in other markets before introducing it in the US. If the AI's estimation is incorrect, YouTube says it will allow a user to verify their age with a credit card, a government ID, or a selfie. How the Australian government will ensure that under-16s stay away from the world's largest video site, one of the internet's primary destinations for both children and adults, remains an open question. In June, a test of the technology meant to estimate Australian users' ages was not guaranteed to be effective. So, here we are, standing at the edge of a new chapter in how we experience the internet. YouTube's AI-driven age verification system isn't just a feature, it's a signal, a sign that the era of passive digital identity is ending, and platforms are taking a more active, some might say invasive, role in deciding who we are, what we see, and how we interact online. Whether you see this as a much-needed safeguard or an unsettling overstep, the truth is, this kind of AI-powered profiling is only going to grow. It's being shaped right now, in real time, not just by engineers and algorithms, but by policymakers, creators, and yes, users like you. The data you generate, the feedback you give, the way you respond to these changes, it all feeds into the evolving relationship between people and platforms. We need to be having conversations about this. Not just about how to protect minors online, but how to protect agency, transparency, and the right to be understood as more than just a data profile. How do we ensure these systems are accurate? Who holds them accountable? And what safeguards are in place when AI makes a wrong call? As this system rolls out, I encourage you to pay attention, not just to what changes on your screen, but to what it says about the direction the internet is heading. If you're a creator, if this video helped you understand this issue more clearly, or spark some thoughts, do me a favor, hit that like button, drop a comment.